Hello, I'm Jennifer Jost, and I'd like to welcome you all here for this fantastic evening. Amore has something amazing planned. And I mean, look at just powerful people sitting there. We love you. Thank you all for coming here. Woo! Welcome to the WFBTY. When you're feeling blue, think yellow. I mean, we all look around each other and we're all supporting, right? It's awesome. This is the circle of healing. We're going to hear amazing stories tonight. We are going to have amazing entertainment as well. So I'm really excited to get this going. We want to pay tribute to our first responders, to the people who are on the front lines, like protecting us, there for our community, and we're going to hear amazing stories for them. Tonight we're going to come together to honor the stories and their sacrifices and their unwavering commitment to service. We live in a world where the headlines often highlight struggles and adversities that we all face. Yet, it is through the powerful narratives of our everyday heroes that we find hope, strength, and reminder that even in the darkest of times, there are people that are shining for us and standing up for us. Our event tonight is more than just a celebration. It is a heartfelt thank you to those who stand on the front lines, protecting and serving with courage and compassion. We will hear firsthand accounts from these remarkable individuals, stories that reveal the true essence of heroism and the tales of valor, resilience, and the amazing human spirit. Stories deserve to be told, shared, and remembered. And I know it's not easy to do, y'all. I did it last year on the stage with Amore, so we want to make sure that we're present and here and listening to all these amazing stories, and we're going to take those home. We're going to take those back with us, and it's going to give us empowerment, courage, and we're going to be able to be a little bit taller when we leave here tonight. Does all that sound pretty good? So I met this beautiful woman a couple years ago, and we're in that club together that nobody wants to be in, that our beautiful children are angels. Woo! Wasn't going to do that. And we sat down together at a chamber mixer, and we just completely hit it off. And you all have met her, so you know how dynamic Amore is, right? She is the mother of 4, and she created this amazing foundation, the Monique Woolley Foundation, and she's giving back from losing her beautiful daughter 7 years ago. I love that. There's a lot of us that go through tragedy, right? Anybody have crappy lifetime in their past, right? And she's actually making a difference. She's actually putting her actions and her life and standing up to help others. And we all have bad days, right? We all have good days, we all have bad days, but we don't know the person next to us. What are they going through? Are they feeling blue? How down are they? And now our society is needing this more than ever. And so with her foundation that she's doing, it's helping the mental wellness for us, all of us that have been there before, sharing our stories to give other people hope, to give other people, hey, if she can do it, I can do it. Hey, if he can do it, I can do it. And I just am so proud of this beautiful woman for putting her life on the line here and just sharing and just not letting a bad situation just ruin the whole life. So I want to introduce this beautiful woman that has created this entire foundation and has brought us all here together. My beautiful friend, Miss Amore DeLuce. Come on up, sexy girl. I had to let the girls out to stand next to this woman today, right?
I love you more. Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. Well, I must say, I have to say thank you. Thank you to you, Chief, for bringing everyone aboard. Thank you for you, Captain, for wanting to share your story, and thank you all for your service, your dedication, your commitment, your love, your support, and we want to let you know that your mental health matters. It matters to us, it matters to the community, and it's of importance that we understand, okay, that it's okay not to be okay. you know. And so we're here to celebrate you tonight, to let you know how much you mean to us, okay? And all these beautiful people are here. They came from afar. They came from their busy day. Today's Wednesday, hump day, okay? But they're here. They're here to support you as well. And I want to thank you all. You beautiful people. Look at you, each and every single one of you, and I'm sure each and every single one of you have gone through a dark moment, a moment of where you feel like you're sad and you don't understand what's going on and so on and so forth, but it's okay. It's okay not to be okay. I want to say that to you also, and I also want to let you know that you're not alone. Okay, we are here for you. We are here to provide with resources, support, therapy, guidance, love. Okay, this world needs a lot of love, guys, you know, and we have so much love to give. And each and every single one of us have so much gift within us that we haven't given birth to. I think it's time for us to begin to do that. Begin to do that by appreciating these wonderful people who have sacrificed their life and gone on the line to give and to support us, you know, but they still have to go home and be a father, a lover, a dad, you know, an uncle, a brother, you know, a wife, a husband. They still have to go through all that. But then, do we know what they go through? No. But by sharing our stories, I believe that we can be compassionate. We can have a more understanding, because I truly believe that education is power, and if you know better, we'll do better. You know what I'm saying? As a people, as a race, you know, as human, and I'm very passionate about this. My daughter took her life 7 years ago, and she would have been 42 years old, and I stand before you and I'm 63, but you know what? I am going to work this organization until I can't work it no more, okay? I want it to outlive me. I want this legacy to go on. I want this legacy for us to continue. This is only the beginning, and I welcome you every single year to come back, because these wonderful people that are sitting here, you know, they took the time off their duty to come here and to, you know, recognize and to seek. They weren't sure what was going on either, but guess what? They had trust. They trusted in the process, and we need you to trust in them, and we need them to trust in you, to know that you will come back. You'll come back next year, because we are going to make this annually. We are going to give them the support that they need, and we are going to support you to whatever it is that you need. And so I want to thank you. Thank you for being here.
All right, we're going to have a little bit of entertainment. I do know that he has served for his country, so we kind of know he's a badass right there, right?
Hi, my name is Mahesh, and thank you so much for having me for this event.
Mr. Tom Fitzgerald was born in Tacoma, Washington in 1958. After working with ServPro, he and his wife Karen bought a ServPro franchise in 1984, which they successfully ran after relocating to Olympia, Washington in 1987. Tom joined the Little Rock Fire Rescue as a volunteer and rose through the ranks to become the battalion chief with the West Thurston Regional Fire Authority, where he is responsible for training personnel, managing emergencies since 1990. Tom has been involved in the Thurston County Fire Training Academy, helping to certify firefighters nationally. He emphasizes the importance of physical and mental health in fire service. We want to thank you so much for your service and training others, and now we want to hear all about you. Is he not the most handsome man coming up here in this beautiful suit? That's really why I'm here today, y'all.
Thank you so much.
Why?
That
You're
was
welcome.
wonderful. Thank you. Well,
Thank you for your service.
you're welcome. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. Firefighting in general, and first responders, as my brothers and sisters over at this side of the table well know, 30% of us will suffer from some sort of mental depression, PTSD, suicide, It's gonna hit us, and it doesn't hit us all at once. It hits us a little bit at a time. One little chip here, one little chip there. It doesn't come on overnight. It happens over a slow period of time. It was like mine. Mine was 35 years ago. I still remember Isaac. He was a beautiful little boy. And it was the fire call. You don't want to see you guys. That's when the dad comes to the door and he says, save my baby, an arm and a leg. And you're by yourself. And you don't even have any PEDS equipment on board. It was 35 years ago. And I still remember lip locking and nose blocking with that little baby. For 45 minutes, almost an hour, we continued to work on that little tiny guy. And when the paramedics finally said, no, it's done, and we pulled off, and you're standing there and you go home. You guys know what I'm talking about. And you go home and you got to hug your kid. You got to do something. We didn't have critical stress debriefing in those days, but now we do. We're getting better at taking care of ourselves. In fact, as I mentioned in my brief description, I'm a training officer. Firefighter 1, as you well know, teaches us about eustress and distress. We know it extremely well. We can pick it out of each other's just by watching your brothers and sisters. They're not acting the same way. They're not doing the things they're supposed to be doing. And it's our job to pick up on those subtle cues that we're looking for. We suffer like everybody else, but like I told you, it doesn't come all at once. It comes a little bit at a time. And are you ready for it? We're here today because of the Monique Woolley Foundation. This is a story that we get to share right now. This is unique. I know you guys know this is unique because we don't get to share this. I think I'm preaching to the choir right now. Y'all have been affected by. You all know somebody that has. For four of my brothers, I remember them all, from Terry, Dwayne, all four of them committed suicide. It was horrible. Jimmy the worst. And I'm just going, God, guys, why didn't we see it? But they did slip through. But thank God we are getting better. And we do have the Center of Excellence that takes care of us. Career firefighters can go to the East Coast and go take care of them. The Monique Woolley Foundation, if you can find it in your hearts to donate to this. This message doesn't get heard often. We keep it pretty quiet even in our ranks, and it needs to be shared. And some of the things that we've been doing are amazing. And in fact, Amora's going to get coined today. Okay, hand out. Thank you, Amora, for everything. This coin that I give you is the reason we're here today. I give this to all my brothers. They've all have one sitting with them right now. Every one of these boys, they got it coined the second they walked in. And it's for you. It's why we're here. It's what we're doing as firefighters to bring this to our awareness. I'm suffering. I know I am. I take happy pills. So I don't mind. And happy pills are good for me. But we want you to know that because of you, because of this foundation, this is possible.
Thank you.
This is your coin.
Thank you so much, and I accept it with all my heart.
Thank you, Madeira.
And I guide it with everything I've got.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
She's got a coin. I'm not telling you y'all gonna get one, but my goal was to put these in as many hands as I can. I know there's a young lady in the back wearing a red dress. She's gonna spread the news over the news about these coins, that we do all suffer from the strengths and the weaknesses that we give. I want to give back to you guys. There's hope. You're not alone, and you got help coming. Thank you so much for hearing my story.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Your truth and honesty hits right to the heart.
I got to tell you, it would have been easier talking about a prostate than talking about that.
You know, I love that he said that. I actually was married to a firefighter. He lasted 10 years. It was awesome. Loved it. And you're right. It's so hard. You guys see so much. You're there, and there's so much there that you're supposed to go home and be normal, and it's like, how can you do that when there's so much there? So we just really want to commend you and your heart and your feelings and the love that you give your community. Because it is. I mean, your service is love for us, right? Love for strangers. Like, it's amazing. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Now we're going to have some entertainment. These girls make me wish I was 20 again, just saying. Loving 60, but whatever. They're gorgeous. So I'm just going to share a little bit because they're almost ready, getting out here. So I'm going to share just a little bit about myself. I was married the first time for 10 years, had my beautiful daughter, Cherie, and my son, Nicholas, and filed for divorce. There was alcoholism involved, and it did not go well. So I'm here today because of first responders helped me. 11-hour hostage situation, and unfortunately, they gave him a time limit, and he just couldn't handle it. 3 shots were fired, and he took the lives of my 5-year-old daughter and my 8-year-old son and himself in my master closet when I was 29 years old. And you can all feel that, right? But I'm telling you, I had the police force there for me for those 11 hours because he wanted me as well. They protected me, and it was harder on them. Like, it was so hard for them. And I just want to thank from the bottom of my heart for everything that you all do. I mean, it was crushing to the entire department. Like, it was just crushing. Now, it was 31 years ago, so I'm good. I married the hot boy that I was dating. Probably not the smartest thing, but I did. But I have 2 beautiful children. And like Tom says, there's hope. If we can do it, you can do it. So if you know anyone, that's what we're here for. Tell them all about the foundation. We're here. We're happy to talk. We're happy to go. I can't tell you how many funerals I've been to. I can't tell you how many moms' hands I've held. And when they see another person that can get through it, they know that they can too. Because it sucks, right? I mean, grief sucks, tragedy sucks, but you know what? We can get through it and be stronger. I truly believe when we feel the depths of despair, our joy is higher. I can tell you, I'm joyful every single day, and I know I'm happier than a lot of people that I know, and it's because I've been to the bottom. Does it make sense? Can I get an amen? Get something. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to introduce some entertainment. Oh my God, gorgeous. Carolina Diathy is a beautiful artist. She's Brazilian-born actress, singer, songwriter, model, and influencer. For the old people, that means she does social media. She began her career in music in Brazil and later moved to the US to pursue her dreams in acting and music. Carolina first entered the entertainment industry through modeling, working as a print and runway model for various brands. Carolina wrote and directed the short film Confessions of the Fashion World, which was screened at film festivals and won an award of merit. Good job, Missy. She starred in the lead in the TV pilot Bionic Beauty, showcasing her growing passion and talent for the silver screen. She is currently filming Escapes of Bahana. Oh, I can't even say it. It's going to be good. During the pandemic, Carolina released her single Love, followed by Love Remix. Leading into the contract with So Bold Entertainment, her last single, Be Same, distributed by Sony Orchard, and surpassed 1 million streams on Spotify and gained thousands of views on Vivo channel. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Let me just introduce Miss Carolina and her peeps. You're beautiful, girl.
Come on. Bésame, bésame, bésame. Bésame, bésame, bésame. Bésame, bésame, bésame. Bésame. Bésame y dígame tu secreto. Bésame y dame tu corazón. Con amor, con amor, con amor.
Okay. Miss Captain Elizabeth Albanese has over 23 years of law enforcement experience with the Beverly Hills Police Department. She's currently commands an investigative services division. A division. Okay, girl. overseeing the Detective Bureau, Crime Impact Team, Crime Analysis Unit, Criminal Intelligence Unit, Forensic Lab, Property and Evidence. Damn, High-Tech Crime Unit, and Real-Time Watch Center. Okay, do you sleep? No, she's like, hell no. With extensive investigative experience, she has led numerous high-profile investigations and previously served as the Chief's Executive Officer managing community and media relations, the Criminal Intelligence Unit, and the Professional Standards Unit. Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted just reading your bio. Oh my gosh, she is the top woman in this entire department. You're amazing. You are amazing. No, thank you. I want to grow up and be you.
Thank you so much. That was very kind. You're amazing, and Amor, you're amazing. First of all, I'd like to thank you, Amor, for including us in this event, for planning this event. It's amazing to be part of the first annual Circle of Healing event. We're very honored. Thank you. Thank you for recognizing what we do as first responders. It means so much to us. It's a great turnout, and it's a beautiful event. I got a chance to get to know you a little bit more leading up to the event, spent some time talking to Amor and learning about Monique. Although I never had a chance to meet Monique, I really felt connected to her and you, listening to your story and your love and your pride for your daughter. And as a fellow mother, my heart aches for you, for the loss of your daughter. So thank you. Thank you for being vulnerable and courageous and sharing your story with others to help bring mental health awareness. So I just want to share a little bit about myself. Obviously, I'm a police officer. I come from a law enforcement family. My dad is still a police officer today in his 53rd year in law enforcement. So my 23 years is nothing compared to that. And I keep telling him, if you never retire, I'm never going to be able to catch up to you or beat you. So that's how I grew up. I knew from a very early age I wanted to be a police officer. Me and my siblings, we were raised to be servants, to have hearts for service. We're all in some type of service, and that's really where my passion was. Advocating for others, seeking justice, and helping others that maybe couldn't help themselves. So from a very early age, this is what I wanted to do. And I've been very blessed to have a great career in law enforcement, coming up on 24 years. I've had the opportunity to do a lot of different things, work a lot of assignments, a lot of great cases, and had tremendous support from not only our community here, but my family and friends. But that's not to say that my career and my experience did not go on the last 24 years without hardship and sadness and pain. It is a very difficult job, even here in Beverly Hills. We see horrendous things that I cannot even describe to you, that most people don't understand. And it's a full experience. You see it, you feel it, you hear it, you smell it, you live it. And you take those things with you from call to call. And historically, the attitude was, we're cops, you gotta be tough, toughen up, deal with it, move on. And literally, sometimes you have to just move from one call to the next. You don't even get a break to stop and think and process about what you saw and how you feel. And I'm glad to say that we're finally seeing a shift in the law enforcement industry and more of a focus on wellness for the employee. Because historically, it was just suppress your feelings, move on, toughen up, deal with it. So the data is still pretty alarming for police officers. On average, we lose about 184 police officers a year to suicide. And the number is probably a little bit low because these are voluntary reports from family members. So there's probably many instances that don't even get reported because family may be ashamed or too saddened to report these statistics. Sadly, many of those deaths result in or as a result of PTSD, trauma, anxiety, depression that tend to go untreated. So while the numbers are very disheartening, I am optimistic because we are doing a lot to offer services to employees and improve employee wellness. And I just want to touch upon a few of the things that we're doing specifically in Beverly Hills that might be of interest to you. So the most popular thing is Nami. Nami is our 3-year-old English Labrador. She is a beautiful puppy. We got her about 2 years ago, and she is there to support employees. She lives in the station, she wanders around, everybody loves her. She's a sweet, sweet, sweet dog and brings a lot of joy to the employees. We also use her to go to community events and to respond to critical incidents to provide that support for not only the employees but community members. The department also has a very robust peer support program. We're very fortunate that the city supports and funds the program. And that allows for someone, an employee who might be in need, to reach out to a fellow peer to get some support services on a confidential basis. Studies have shown that peer support can be very effective and less intimidating way for an employee to get help. If needed, we also have professional mental health services. So we have a doctor on contract, and she's available to employees. They can go see her anonymously. They don't have to pay out of pocket. The department covers the cost because we want to encourage our employees to seek the help that they might need and eliminate any barriers. Thank you. Another popular thing we have in the department that was a very generous donation from our Chief's Foundation is a very fancy, like the fanciest coffee machine I have ever seen. It has so many bells and whistles and buttons and everything. But that was maybe about a year ago, and it's in our roll call room, and the officers can go in there and make any kind of coffee, you know, crazy cappuccino, frappuccino, vanilla, caramel, whatever. And it really has been a great way for the employees to connect with each other. They feel valued and supported, knowing that just the simple gesture of being provided a cup of coffee that you don't have to go and pay $8 for, you feel supported by not only the department but the community. And it gives employees a chance to connect that might not otherwise see each other. We also have amazing community support. I've been in this job for a long time, and working in Beverly Hills, been able to connect with a lot of other police agencies. And I know from personal experience and anecdotal that there is no other community like ours in terms of the type of support that we provide. There is not a week that goes by where we don't get a delivery of cookies or brownies or dinner or notes, cards from the community that just wants to say thank you. If you're wearing this uniform and this patch out and about in the community, you will get approached by someone during your shift that walks up and says, thank you, shakes your hand. And that is so meaningful and really impacts employee wellness, to feel supported and loved by the community that you serve. So these are some of the ways that we have really honed employee wellness and self-care for our employees. There's other things that we're doing, and there's more that we can do. So while we've done a lot, there's still it's still a journey. It's a journey that won't end, providing for our mental wellness. But we made great progress, and I'm looking forward to see where we go. And people like Amor and the foundation really help to support the overall goal within law enforcement for employee wellness. So I thank you. Okay, I'd like to introduce our next guest, Tiffany Davis. She is really a fixture in the Beverly Hills community. She's a local community leader and advocate. She runs an entertainment company and works in marketing and fundraising, and we're very lucky to have her in the city, and she's a friend of the police and fire departments. And so I'd like to welcome Tiffany. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for all that. Thank you for all that, Liz. You're amazing. Thank you for having me. Thank you to Amor for including me in this special event. As Captain Albanese said, my name's Tiffany Davis, and I'm here because of my community work in Beverly Hills. I do a lot of different things, from Rotary Club to Chamber of Commerce events to city committees and things like that. I'm one of those people who just jumps in on stuff, but I'm so lucky to get to work with our police and fire almost daily. in some capacity. You know, whether I'm passing them on the street or we're actually working on a project together. And I'm actually a proud graduate of CERT from the fire department. So I always joke and say, I can, you know, save you from a collapsed building. Not really, but I did learn how they do it. And then I'm also most recently a graduate of the last class of the Citizen Police Academy. So yes, thank you. Great program, both of them. So very fortunate to be embraced by those, our first responders in that way. And what's special about those two programs is it really teaches the everyday person what they're facing to some capacity, right? And a big part of that is what are they going through emotionally. So you really walk away from both those programs thinking, wow, I couldn't do this every day. So much gratitude for you guys. Thank you so much for what you do. But that's enough about me. I think I'm actually here to help moderate our panel of guests that are coming up. So we're going to be hearing from some experts in the field of mental health. And I'm anxious to hear what they have to say about all of this. Okay, so I'm going to actually have each one of you say a little bit about, introduce yourself, say a little bit about what you do and what this event, this evening, and this cause means to you, why you feel it's important that we're all here talking about this. If you could just talk a little bit, each one of you, and I'll just hand the mic over to you. Thank you.
Obviously, I sit in the wrong seat. The first seat. Hi, I'm Janisha. I am your happy therapist. I am a mental health licensed marriage and family therapist, and I have been doing mental health for over 16 years. So yes, I do look a little young, but I'm a little old. So I have been working with veterans for 8 years in the downtown Skid Row area, and once I became licensed, I started my own group practice. A lot of times we wear a well-faced lie, right? So what I mean by that, like we smile all the time because we have to put on for other people, but inside we're breaking in ourselves. So my goal is to open up a platform for all people to be safe and be your trash can. So that's what this means for me. Because a lot of times we need that safe space where you can come and just be your authentic self, because we show up so much for other people. If you notice, sometimes we're people pleasers as we grow up, and so we choose people-pleasing fields. And it can be a lot of hardship emotionally, mentally, and physically because it's all wrapped in one. So I am your happy therapist, so I bring in the things that I like for my clients to utilize, which is learning different coping skills to thrive in their whatever that normalcy is, because there is no normal, and there is no right way to grieve, but there is a right way to cope and get through the day second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, and hopefully year by year. And I'm your happy therapist.
Thank you for inviting me and for the foundation that is supporting the cause of saving lives and mental health. I really do appreciate for you doing that. So my name is Marisol Elizarraras. I'm an LCSW. I am in the private practice field as well, and I specialize in depression, anxiety, trauma. Those are the main focus in my practice. I do EMDR work. It is a very effective intervention when it comes to trauma. And when it comes to depression and suicide, I definitely believe that you are not alone and that it is okay not to be okay. And I'm so grateful that, again, for the foundation and hosting this, because you're not alone. And so a little bit more about what I do. So my private practice is focused on the wellness of the mind, body, soul, spirit. I do the therapy work, but I also focus on the after. So again, I do the focus on anxiety, depression, trauma, and then what happens after? How do we continue your mental health, mind, body, soul, well-being? And with that, I incorporate a lot of different things. For example, I do wellness retreats. I do hiking and sound bowl healing events. I also do other things like Reiki and different things like that. So that is how I encouraged continued wellness of the mind, body, soul, spirit. Yeah, so that's about me.
Hi, my name is Danielle McKnight, and I am an ambassador with the Monique Woolley Foundation. I accompany Amor to a lot of these events. I help her host. We do speaking events. I talk about my life as a survivor. I know a lot of people here have had family members who have, taken their own lives, and I myself tried to take my own life just a few years ago. I met Amor shortly after that, back in 2021, and she actually was a client of a colleague of mine. I'm a tattoo artist, and she actually commissioned me for some of the artwork for the foundation. If you guys have seen the car outside, that was the artwork that she commissioned me for. And in meeting her and finding out what the foundation was about, I was like, this is insane, because I feel like the universe brought us together. Just shortly before I met her, I had actually come out of a rehab facility. I was in there for 30 days for alcohol use disorder. And May 16th, I attempted to take my life and went to the ER. May 19th, I was put into a rehab facility, and I have been sober ever since then. Today I have, thank you. I have 1,190 days sober today. Thank you. And in getting sober, I learned a lot about my mental health while I was in the rehab facility. We were given therapists, counselors, group therapy, and all of those things. I was put on medication, which I'm still on today. I heard somebody else say happy pills. I'm on happy pills too. There is no shame in being on medication. Hey, happy pills all day. They saved my life. And I know a lot of people are averse to taking medication or seeking therapy and things of that nature, but finding what works for you is extremely important, even if you've got to try a bunch of different things. I myself come from a law enforcement family, even though I might not look like it, because I did not follow in my parents' footsteps. My father is a retired LAPD homicide detective, and my mother is a retired 911 dispatcher and supervisor also for the LAPD. At one point, I did think about going into crime scene investigation or forensic psychology, and decided that I wanted to doodle on people for the rest of my life instead. And I think that, that fits me, because I might not be a therapist in the traditional sense, but I feel like my clients do see me as a therapist in a way. I know that a lot of us have probably heard when people go to their tattoo sessions, it's tattoo therapy. And I have a lot of people who come and sit on my table and spill their guts to me and tell me all their business, even if it's the first time that they've met me. And I take a lot of pride in that, because it means that they trust me. And I have my own tattoo shop that I opened up a couple of years ago, and my biggest thing that I wanted to do was market as a safe space. I wanted to let everybody know that they're welcome, no matter your background, religion, race, gender identity, or how you identify as a person, that when you step into my shop, it is a safe space, and that you will be taken care of, you will be nurtured, and it's not like a traditional tattoo shop. And I think that that's what appeals to a lot of my clients. So while I may not be a traditional therapist, like we all think when we think about therapy, I do consider myself somewhat of a, therapeutic healer in some senses. And I'm very thankful to Amor for starting this foundation and having me be a part of it, because I think that it's very, very, very important to have organizations like this where people can reach out when they really are in dire need of just someone to listen. I think a lot of people just want someone to listen. And even if all of you can be that for someone in your life that may be struggling, that helps immensely. And I'm glad that we have the police department and the fire department here, because I know that they, day in and day out, see all sorts of things that definitely wears on their mental health as well. So I'm definitely grateful that, we've provided a space for them to come into to be able to just know that, like Amor says, it's okay to not be okay. You know, these are positions of authority where, you know, you always want to have a brave face on. And, you know, like I witnessed with my mother and my father coming home at night after a long day at work, you know, you let all that down, you let all of that go. And, you know, back then when I was growing up, there wasn't a lot of programs like this. There wasn't an emphasis on mental health. There wasn't an emphasis on being open with the day in and day out trauma that you experience. So I'm very grateful to Amor for providing something like this, not only just for all of us, but for first responders as well.
Wow. That's amazing, amazing. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so very much. I so appreciate your kind words, your words of wisdom, the work that you do. We commend you as well. But at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have some fun. What are we going to do? We're going to honor our everyday heroes. Okay? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Todd Johnson, who's also, I can say that I can call my friend, because he's been sticking with me for a while now, and he is going to help us to honor all these wonderful people.
I know all these guys in most of our departments in Beverly Hills, and I have a lot of friends in LAPD. Don't hold it against me. But I think the world of them all on what they do. The only thing I have even close with them is I look like a cop. I'm not a cop. So, but I support them, and I have a very different viewpoint on what all of you are talking about, because I believe everyone out there is going through something, whether it be small or large. I can never get through this. I talk about my wife. So my wife just retired, but she's a pediatric chaplain at UCLA. So she's a Presbyterian minister, and for 21 years she dealt with the death of children from 2 to 3 years old. Well, that's not true. Up to 18 years old. 2 to 3 kids a week that died. So I naturally have this outlook on being very empathetic to people and understanding, because I saw what she went through every day. So, and she helped people. She's helped probably thousands of people. So it's not just what these guys do and all of you. I have this, you know, that's life and death of children. I don't know anything worse than to deal with the death of a child, no matter what age. So I applaud all of you for what you do. My hat's off to this fine group over here. They're heroes. They, you know, and Liz is right. In Beverly Hills, everyone waves at them. They don't salute them differently. Hey, how are you guys? So, and they deserve all that. Police and fire are absolutely the best, one of the best in the country. First honor is to call up Chief Stainbrook. So Chief of Beverly Hills Police.
On behalf of the Monique Woolley Foundation, I want to say thank you for your services, thank you for your guidance, thank you for the love that you have for your family right here, because we all family, and I just want to say thank you, and this is our first, but not the last.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
And can you pin him? Of course.
I got her. She jumped. That's assault on a police officer.
Yes. Get
her. There we go.
Excellent. Thank you so very much. Happy few words.
Well, listen, thank you so much. This is, let me see, I think my 34th year in policing, and I was with LAPD. Thank you. Oh, thanks. and I was with LAPD for 17 years, and it struck me one day, we had just had another officer killed in the line of duty, and it was 10 in my career that had been killed in the line of duty. But as I started counting, it was 20 that had committed suicide over that same period of time. And they didn't get the honors that someone that died in the line of duty did. So suicide hits us all, but especially in law enforcement, which has, and first responders, has a much higher level of divorce rates, alcoholism, drug abuse, if you can believe that, especially painkillers, and suicide. So thank you guys for all of your support. You may have heard or remembered that we had a police explorer who committed suicide last year, which really touched the department very deeply and hurt us all very much. And all I could say is, you know, there's somebody that will listen to you and somebody that will reach out to you, because no one wants that to happen to you. So if you're hurting, reach out to somebody, and somebody will come to help. Even if you have to call 911, there will be somebody there for you. So thank you guys for all your support tonight, and thank you to Amor and your family and friends who've made this event possible for us. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
So actually, I'm going to ask Liz and Gio to come up. Our two illustrious captains at Beverly Hills PD. So I'll translate. So she's saying, thank God you are one of our leaders here. So please, thank you again. And this is Gio Trail. There we go.
Ladies first.
He's just going to copy everything that I say. That's the way it works in the office. Thank you again for for including us in this event and honoring us. It means so much to us. And on behalf of our department, speak for everyone when I say thank you. And I'll speak for Gio too. He says thank you.
That's someone in control. Alrighty. So we have a certificate for each one of these officers, and Kevin Kennedy. There we are, sir. Thank you. Congrats. Bruno. There we are, sir. Oh, I know this guy, Lieutenant Kim. There we go, bud. So, anything with IT, he's the man. I mean, the police have had, Chief, how many? I don't know how many agencies, 200 cities come and look at the real-time watch center in Beverly Hills, because security in Beverly Hills is probably one of the best in the country, hands down. Our message to anyone that's thinking of doing anything bad, if you come to Beverly Hills, you will be caught. And if you're not caught immediately, they will eventually catch you. Let's see, Dave Rudy. There he is. There you are, sir. Oh, Jesse. There we are, my friend. Hey. Mike Stanley. There we are, Mike. There we are, Mike. Matthew. Chief, come on up here. We got a certificate for you. Matthew? Where's Matthew? There we are. Hey, bud. Chief Mark Stainbrook. Here we go. This is Liz, Captain Albany. You want to come up for a picture? Gio. Where's Gio? Come on. Sorry, Gio. We got to bring you back up. Photo op here. We'll move down that way a little bit. Yeah, no.
And then this one is a certificate of recognition for Fire Chief Tom Fitzgerald. In recognition, come on up. This is in recognition of your unwavering dedication, bravery, and commitment to serving our community. Your extraordinary efforts and resilience in the face of daily challenges inspire us all.
Your story was amazing. Hands out, girl. You're getting coins. Thank
you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All righty.
Miss Charisse, Ohio, and she spent the last 12 years as a first responder and is now emerging as a songwriter, composer, and recording artist. So she's debuting today. We're very excited. Her style blends R&B and pop and lounge. And her two newest singles, Sleepless and Lover's Rehab, She's going to debut for us today. Miss Charisse, come on, girl.
One more round, bottoms up to the pin drop, right, just show up. Waiting outside for you. I'm sleepless. Ooh. Been working all week, time to take a break. Find a place to get away. Couldn't wait for the weekend, couldn't wait to see you again. Thought about what we do over and over again.
And just give it a applaud for their hard work, their dedication, all that they do for us. We want to say thank you. Thank you so very much. This is only the first. We're going to do it again and again and again because we need to be schooled. We need to understand what you go through so we can help you, so we can be a better people. Because if we know better, we do better. Amen? And so, yes, so thank you so very much. Last word, Chief.
Thank you for everything, and thanks to everybody that came here. I'm with you.
And donate.
Yes, thank you
Bring
so much.
out your wallet, y'all. Let's keep this foundation going and supporting and serving so many people that need our help.
Excellent. I also want to say a very big thank you to my friend, my sister.
Everyone that came and showed support to this wonderful foundation, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming, because these officers, these ladies and gentlemen, put their life on the line. And I mean, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be protected. And, you know, thank you so much for taking care of us and keeping law and order.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong. Then you finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you.
We want to let you know that these caps are part of the donation. They are $30 each if you would like to donate to this amazing cause. I mean, how sexy is this cap? So please see them more. And I got to smile. And y'all, Mr. DJ Mamba, I mean, let's give it out a shout out for Mr. DJ. Like, he's done amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Bye, Todd.